Super Trade Enterprises presents the Landini Walk-Around Maintenance. First thing to do before operating the Landini tractor, the operator must do the following. 16-point maintenance check. Right rear wheel. Brake pedal. PTO clutch lever. Parking brake. Engine oil level. Right front wheel. Alternator and fan belts. Radiator. Steering reservoir. Air cleaner. Battery. Left front wheel. Cooling circuit expansion reservoir. Fuel filter. Gear shift clutch pedal. And left rear wheel. Now, let us take a deeper look on the walk-around maintenance. Let's start the checkup at the right rear wheel. First, look at the condition of the threads of the wheel touching the ground. 2 to 3 threads touching the ground are safe. Also look for possible cracks, punctures, or wears. Next is the tightness of the knots. The torques must be 400 Nm or 295 pound-foot from disc to hub, and 225 Nm or 166 pound-foot from rim to disc. To be more secure about the wheel, the last thing to check is the tire pressure. For this tire, 2.5 bar or 36 psi could be seen on the wheel, which is the maximum tire pressure. Number 2 is the brake pedal. Just hold the pedal and push it down to see if there is free play. It is recommended to be within the required value of 3.5 centimeters. Number 3 is the PTO clutch lever. Check also the free play of the lever. It is recommended to be within the required value of 4 to 5 centimeters. Number 4 is the parking brake. Check if it is completely pulled. There is also small free play if it is further pulled. Number 5 is the engine oil level. Make sure that the tractor is on a flat surface. To check the oil level, remove the dipstick, wipe it with rag, return it to the filler, and check the oil level again. Make sure that the level is between the maximum and minimum point of the dipstick. Number 6 is the right front wheel. Like the rear wheel, check first for the condition of the threads, next for the tightness of the knots, and last for the tire pressure. To continue checking, open the bonnet of the tractor using the opener included in the key. Number 7 is the alternator and fan belts. Just look for the belts and press using fingers. It is recommended to have an indentation of 1 to 1.5 centimeters. Number 8 is the radiator. Unscrew the cup above the radiator, check the level of distilled water and anti-rust solution, and refill if needed. Number 9 is the steering reservoir. Just check the level if it's still above the mark of the reservoir. Also refill with the recommended oil if necessary. Number 10 is the air cleaner. Press the rubber valve to discharge the dust deposits and sediments. But if the tractor is used in a very dusty environment, it is recommended to clean the external filter. To see the filter elements, remove the cup of the air cleaner. If the external filter is not clean, remove and have it cleaned with a blast of compressed air. The internal filter is not serviceable, so it must not be cleaned. It is replaced every 1000 hours. After cleaning, return the cup and properly close the clips, and make sure that the rubber valve is facing downwards. Number 11 is the battery. Check first for the level of the solution inside the battery, and then check for the connections if it is attached properly. Just refill only with distilled water if needed. Number 12 is the left front wheel. Again, Check first for the condition of the threads, next for the tightness of the knots, and last for the tire pressure. Remember that 2.5 bar or 36 psi is the maximum pressure for this type of tire. Number 13 is the cooling circuit expansion reservoir. Just check if the level of the distilled water and anti-rust solution inside the reservoir is above the minimum mark. Refill through the cup of the radiator if necessary. Number 14 is the fuel filter. Check if there is water inside the bowl of the filter. Drain the water through the valve under the bowl of the filter. This will ensure that the fuel that will go inside the engine is pure. Number 15 is the gear shift clutch pedal. Just hold the clutch pedal and push it down to see if there is free play. It is recommended to be within the required value of 1.5 to 2.5 centimeters. Number 16, the last point to check, the left rear wheel. Again, just check first for the condition of the threads, next for the tightness of the knots, and last for the tire pressure. After checking all 16 points, close the bonnet, ride on the tractor, and you may now operate the Landini tractor.